Principle for mounting the cleats. First thing we want to do is mask off the area in which we're going to be mounting them. Like so. We are now going to position the cleats and mark in one hole. It's 40 off that ridge. .65 forward from the rim. Next step is to simply drill in position. Remove the masking tape. Next step is to bolt these down into position, making sure that you've got them facing the right way. If we look at them, the teeth on the jam in this V-cleat have got to jam the rope and stop them from running forwards. With these ones, they have a fair lead that's on the front half. Again, we use the big washers underneath. Now that we've finished installing the jam cleats and all the other hardware on the deck, all that remains is to finish rigging the sail and the uphaul and what have you into the system. We've already threaded the uphaul line through the jam cleat and tied it off onto the deck line. Now I normally get the mast up into the up position. Simple method of doing that is to grab hold of the up haul line with one hand and gently flick the mast into the air with the other. I then grab hold of the line and pull it through the cleat and just jam it off like so. Now we need to install the deck traveller, which is the tube with the cord through it. That gets tied off onto our deck lines around the perimeter of the boat to help with the sheet handling while we're sailing. We also need to make sure that the up haul is underneath the traveller when it's tied on. I simply tie that onto our deck lines using a rolling hitch so that it can be moved along the deck lines when we're fine tuning it. And then simply exactly the same on the other side. Like so. Noting that our up haul is underneath it, I then get our main sheet, thread that underneath and run it back. When I'm positioning that line, I pull the sail into the centre of the boat and work out where that's got to be in relation to our attachment point. I think that needs to go forward a bit, so it's simply just a matter of sliding it forward on our deck lines like so. Then all we do is exactly the same as what we did for the up haul, thread it through the fair lead and then tie the end of it onto that deck bungee like so. The reason behind the traveller is that when we're running in a broad reach or running downwind, that will hold the sheet line out to one side, and then when we jibe across, it'll just relocate the same angle on the opposite side. It also holds the deck lines and our sheet line out of the way for when we're paddling, as with the sail up. With the mast mounted in this position, we can get a full paddle stroke in without having to modify anything. All that remains now